May 8, 2014, George Salwasser Jr., a raisin farmer in the Kerman area, caught Jose Canas and Adriana Chavez on his family's vacant lot. They were attempting to take the rims off of a stolen pickup truck. George Salwasser Jr. was on the phone with 911 reporting the crime that he'd seen when Jose Canas pulled out a gun and shot and murdered George Salwasser Jr., shot him twice. How do we know this happened? Well, in large part because Jose Canas gave a videotaped confession explaining what he had done on that day. Yes, are attempting to take the rims off the truck and they're having problems. The rims apparently have a lock on them and they can't take them off. Around this time, a person by the name of Brian Jensen drives by the lot on Howard. It's at 3388 Howard. He looks over and he sees this suspicious activity. He calls George Salwasser Jr. and lets him know that he sees this suspicious activity on the lot. George Salwasser Jr. then drives his white pickup truck to the lot in order to see what's going on. George Salwasser Jr. arrives at the lot. He parks his pickup truck. He sees Jose Canas and Adriana Chavez. George Salwasser Jr. says, "I know what you guys are doing." He gets out of his truck. George Salwasser Jr. is holding a cell phone in one hand and he's holding a gun in the other. George Salwasser Jr. calls 911. He's reporting this crime to the police. As he is on the phone with 911, that's when Jose Canas takes out the gun. It's a small revolver, and he shoots and kills George Salwasser Jr. as he's attempting to report this crime to the police.
Thursday, May 8th, 2014. The time, 6:14 p.m. 911, state emergency. Excuse me? Hello? Can you hear me?
At the close of evidence, I'm going to ask you to find Jose Canas guilty of murdering George Salwasser.
Thank you, Mr. Lacey. The truck that Jose was trying to work on, you can't see it, but it's right next to Mr. Salwasser's truck, right there, green, on the cement pad. As you look at the scene, this is very important because the scientific evidence in this case is consistent with innocence. Jose Canas didn't shoot anybody. Just like he testified 2 years ago, just like he's going to testify again. You weigh the evidence, weigh the scientific evidence, the common sense evidence. You're going to know who's telling the truth. And you're going to weigh it by the standard of proof. And when you do that, we're confident, ladies and gentlemen, we're confident that you're going to find him not guilty. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Torres.